Welcome to Nonprofit Network, powered by Stokes Auction Group. We are a group of fundraising professionals that specialize in raising funds to improve communities of all sizes.
So we are going to start our podcast this year very differently. This is 2024. I'm Kelly Schenfeld.
Hey, Polly Schenfeld here. Hello, gang. Welcome.
And my name is Shelby Stokes. Welcome to 2024.
And we were going to talk about change, but instead what we have decided to do on this podcast is talk about whatever in the heck we want to talk about, right? Be a little controversial, be a little funny, be a little sad, be a little happy, be whatever. We're changing our tune today, and we're going to talk about insurance.
No.
That is crap. And insurance is a problem, people. You have to have it. But, I mean, come on.
It's necessary. You must have it.
It's necessary, but they are pilfering us, people.
I tell you what.
What are we going to do to change it?
Technology is great.
What are we going to do to change it? Can we get AI involved to change it?
Well, there we go. Speaking of change, just put the AI on it. That'll be good to go.
It's got to change, boys.
I mean, I was just telling somebody today, we need to have some privatized individuals in there shaking things up in the medical sector.
Yeah, there is a guy that's into the RX, into pharmaceuticals, and Mark Cuban is also into this, trying to go against these large behemoth pharmaceutical companies that have more lobbyists than there are senators.
Yeah, what are you going to do about our opinion?
I mean,
nothing. It's just our opinion. But we might be a little right.
We might be canceled by Big Pharma now.
I don't care. Try it, Big Pharma. Come on.
You try it, Big Pharma. Come on.
The big question is, Taylor Swift got dissed at the Golden Globe.
Wait, what? What happened?
That's big news, but I got even bigger news.
Tell you what? Now that's a big deal.
What happened to
She
T?
did
What happened to
something
Swiftie?
about Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Won an award. And Taylor congratulated her? Or
Then this comedian, I don't know.
Joe Coy. So good.
Joe
I've
Coy's
never
great.
watched him before.
Oh, Joe Coy.
awesome.
You've
Really?
got to watch him. You must watch Joe Coy. Now, if you're uptight and you think that you don't want cuss words and you don't want to talk about stuff like that,
Yeah.
you're number one, probably shouldn't be watching our podcast. And number two, don't watch Joe Coy.
Yeah, he's
but
definitely
if you
not.
enjoy humor,
If you are a fan of humor, watch this show.
watch Joe Coy.
Yeah, but no, definitely hard R for his language.
Hard R.
So wait, what happened to Taylor? Somebody else won an award and Taylor didn't, and boo-hoo? Is that what's happening?
She got dissed. I didn't read the
No,
joke. I was hoping that you would.
I didn't read the joke, but so it was pretty funny.
Well,
But
thank you for coming for this retelling of this.
No,
Yeah,
listen.
that wasn't a very good idea, was it?
Listen, the thing about Taylor Swift is
No.
this little gal gives a lot of money away. So, and you know what? I think in Hollywood and in all those places that people are really caring what other people think. Yeah, I doubt Taylor really cares too much. I mean, she takes her $1 million checks every minute of the day
She's
and
very
walks home
supportive
with
of her
it.
boyfriend at the NFL
And who
games.
wouldn't be? You know,
Yes,
he looks
yeah.
pretty good in those pants, I must say. But his brother's even a little sexier. Let's just talk about Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, tackle.
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 Chase that little bun. Chase those booties. Ooh, I got you. Down you go. Jimmy Kimmel.
They're not playing flag football. If you know
Jimmy
what I mean.
Kimmel.
What about him?
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel and Aaron
And
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. They're
And
going
Jimmy
at it.
Kimmel is in the right here.
Okay.
So Aaron Rodgers made something on this podcast that he's on. He made some
I know what it is.
he alluded to that Jimmy Kimmel might be on that list of Jeffrey Epstein
Got
list.
it. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the problem with that is Jimmy Kimmel is actually quite correct in that because Aaron Rodgers does commercials and because everybody looks up to football players, which, come on, they're just people, and, because of this and because of that, it is quite possible that there will be the bonehead out there, because there's a lot of them out there, that says, I heard Jimmy Kimmel is on the Jeffrey Epstein list. Just because Aaron Rodgers said it.
Just because Aaron Rodgers said
Shame on you, Aaron. Shame, shame. And if you don't want to be teased about your hair, maybe don't put it up in a bun. But, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. He's ready to dance. He's like, I'll see you in court, mister.
And he will win.
He will.
And all that he's asking for is an apology.
Yeah.
That's all he's asking for, and he deserves one. You can't put somebody's name next to a pedophile.
I mean, listen. So the list is out, right? I haven't looked at the list, but the list is out, right?
I haven't looked at the list is out, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like public knowledge at this point. And I don't know what happened with all that Epstein stuff. It feels to me like that was a blackmail racket, is what it feels like to me. It's like they created a list and put people in situations where they can be like, look, you're on this list now. Now you're going to do whatever we say, is really what it feels like to me.
Which shame on them, too.
Entirely possible.
That's what it feels like to me.
It'd be pretty easy to do, wouldn't it?
They're all dirty.
It would, right?
It's all
It'd be
gross.
easy. You're
Hey,
right.
come out
It's
to my
all gross.
island. Oh, you were in the hotel for a night. Guess what? You're on the list. Like, and I don't know. Like, I'm totally speaking out of turn, but that thing has smelled bad since day one.
It has.
Ever since it came out.
Are you guys on the
web.
list?
Hey,
Definitely
it's possible.
not. Definitely not. I've never been to an island,
day
let
and
alone a private island. Okay?
Possible. You never know.
Yeah.
You know,
I haven't read the list.
After today, we could be.
I pissed off some barista. Next thing you know, I'm on the Epstein list.
Oh, my God.
Boy.
Talking
Yeah.
about pissing off a barista, I'm on a roll now. My father-in-law, your father, pulls up to a coffee stand.
Oh, boy.
And this was probably 2 or 3 years ago. No, probably 4 or 5 years ago. And she had a belly.
Okay.
And Dad says, when are you due?
Oh, jeez.
And Mom's in the other seat. And she says, I'm not pregnant. And he should have shut up right then. But no. No.
Oh, no.
Dad keeps going for it. And he says, oh, I just thought you were pregnant because of the size of your belly.
Oh,
It just.
oh, jeez.
Mom is at this point wanting to get out of the car, tell them that she hitched a ride. She doesn't know this man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
That's
is
pretty
a
bad.
Funny story. I
Turns
remember
out his
that, yeah.
coffee was not comped that day.
I'm guessing that there was a little bit more than cream and sugar put in
That's
that
right.
coffee.
Yeah.
I was just blowing on it, sir. Stirred it with her finger real quick after she went to the back and picked her nose.
There's my dad thinking, I'm being such a good guy.
I'm such a
gonna
nice
stick-
man."
I care about this woman's pregnancy, and oh my God, she's not pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, this foam tastes a little weird. What do you put in it? No scrapings. Have a nice day.
No scrapings.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you can see, our podcast is going to be different this year. It's going to be very organic. It's going to be, some days it's going to be Shelby coming in with an idea. It's going to be, what's your name again? Polly coming in with an idea.
Yeah. And like 2024 is all about change. And I think
Change.
that's what we're leaning into. We have
Yeah.
a member
Yeah,
workshop
there you go.
coming up next week where we're going to meet with membership and talk about what the trends have been in regards to the last 4 years. Turns out 2020 had this little thing called COVID happen.
Yeah.
The last 4 years have been a little crazy. So we're going to talk about that. And the game has changed like all around in terms of like an auctioneer's lifestyle,
Yep.
the fundraising space, events in general have changed so much and they're going to continue to change. And I think that's really where I'm coming from in 2024 is like leaning into that change.
Yep.
So often we can get paralyzed with so much going on that it's overwhelming, but just change incrementally one piece at a time. And we've been good at that in the last 4 years. And we got to continue to do that.
Yeah, and I think the hardest and the easiest part is, because it's weird, because it is just as hard as it is easy, in that when you're surrounded with a group of people that you believe in, and this can actually apply to your home life, this can apply to an event, this can apply to your work besides, charity auctions, but if you're with a group that you have confidence in and that you trust, the change almost becomes exciting as opposed to panicky. And there's a little bit of panicky going on, for sure, because, there's the unknown out there and, we're moving around a lot of parts right now. But when you are surrounded by people that love you and that have confidence in you and that have the same desire that you have, maybe not the same idea, but the same desire, then you're in a winning situation and your change will be for the better.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think what we have coming up next Monday is a really, really good opportunity for our company, as well as the industry as a whole, to get all of those minds of ours together
Yep.
and do the same thing that you and I and Shelby do every week.
Yeah.
Hey, let's throw some ideas around. What a
Yep.
great opportunity to get all those minds together. Not only do we want to, everybody to do, think alike as far as our business model, but think outside of the box as well.
Yeah.
Some ideas that you may see out there, some ideas, especially the younger guys, with ideas that you have that's something that maybe we have never thought about.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm most excited. You know, we've done quite a few of these workshops over the years. We've had a 4-year hiatus for obvious reasons with the pandemic and not holding events. And the makeup of this crew is different than it's been in the past. And I think that is a little intimidating because it has changed so much. Part of that is like this every other year cadence we've been in. We took a year off, so now it's even further from. But a lot of uprooting and change has happened. And what it's going to cause a lot of less experienced individuals and fewer, more experienced individuals, and we're going to mash them up.
Yep.
And it's going to be one of those things where like people are going to get a little uncomfortable, and that's good.
That is good.
The younger guys are going to learn a lot from those experienced guys, and I want those experienced guys to be like, oh, there is a different way we could approach this.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a little bit of a change for us as a company. But what I've realized as somebody that does have a lot of experience in this fundraising space is that you can have the playbook, you can have the black and white, but more often than not, when working in live events, you have to operate in the gray.
You do.
Hey, always put the fun and need here in your lineup. That's not always the case. Sometimes it comes at a different time, and sometimes it works at a different time. So you operate in the gray area all the time. So I think we're coming from we're in a transitional period of this company where this is how you do it, and now it's like, let's figure out what's best for you.
Right.
And there's always been hints of that, but even more now than ever, it's more of like, okay, what is your vision? How do we curtail your event to make the most sense?
Yeah, and it's exciting. It's actually pretty exciting because I'm very much looking forward to the new people coming to the workshop.
Yeah.
You know, that excites me. That means that, you know what, people that haven't been doing it for 20 plus years want to do it. And so that's really a big deal.
It's juice.
It's juice. And you know what? And I think the more that we learn from their newness, the more we are going to be benefiting all of our organizations that we serve. I'm excited about it. I'm nervous about it. I am. I'm nervous about a lot of things.
Are you?
I am, but I'm very
Pretty
excited
great.
about it because, you know, there's a thought process. Like you said, this is the playbook. This is what we do. That's not that way anymore. So, you know,
Well, let's not throw the
We're not gonna
out
throw the book
entire
out,
thing,
for
right?
sure,
You don't throw
but-
the book out ever, but I think at the same time we have to evolve, and I think that is something that some of our crew has been pretty hesitant in doing in change, and we are forced to change at this point
Yes.
in 2024, and we have some things changing inside of our office and outside of our office that are unavoidable to some extent, and I'm just really jacked about it, and I think you have to approach it with enthusiasm.
I would
We
agree.
could get a lot of really, really great insights from the younger generation.
I think so.
Things that we may not have ever thought about. Hi, Pepper. We got our
Studio dog
shop
here.
studio dog here.
Yeah.
Bring
So-
new, different ideas.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what I saw. And again, to piggyback on what you said earlier about the structure. 8 items, fun to need, 4 items. That very well may be a thing of the past for some groups,
Right.
and it's okay. I ran into that this last fall.
In December, right? You had a
Yes.
few events that were like, we might need to change this format a little
Yeah,
bit, right?
and it was like I was willing to at least see it because I'm sitting here talking about it.
That's it.
I'm gonna see what it feels like to actually live it.
Yeah.
And in these particular cases, it wasn't entirely successful, but it wasn't an utter failure.
Yeah.
So there is some potential there. I
Yeah,
think.
and I think like the event you're referring to specifically was one where you would go out and try to sell an item and it wasn't bringing value, right? Like you were in a situation where you're like, okay, now what do I do? And that changes your game entirely when we're used to like a format where things are going above and beyond market value. It's like now you're in a situation where you're kind of on the other side of that scenario, and it really forces us to kind of look at the design of the event and the fundraising strategy and really pick it apart. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and we're trying to change, you know, everything. Like the reason that Pepper's in the studio today is because we're going to teach her how to be an auctioneer. And we find that, you know, if people have a bigger variety of auctioneers to choose from,
That's right.
that it could be beneficial. She's sniffing my feet right now, but I think she can do it. I have confidence in Pepper.
The
I'm going to have a video posted soon to show you that
Dog
she can, in
auctioneer.
fact, be a big collar.
Big
Anyway,
collar.
yeah,
Big collar and a pink collar.
big collar and a
I
pink
love
collar.
it.
Oh, where's the Insta profile?
Lastly, unfortunately, the Seahawks are out.
Wah, wah,
And the
Huskies
Huskies
are
didn't
out.
win.
So we're going to root for.
Oh, well,
the Kraken?
definitely not the 49ers.
Nope, not the 49ers.
I think I would like to see the Ravens.
Okay.
I do.
That's a good choice.
I like purple and black. I do. They're two of my favorite colors. So obviously black, and if I had purple pants, I'd have them on, but I don't. So I'm going to go for the Ravens, but I think it's probably going to be in the Super Bowl. I can't say
49ers,
it.
Ravens.
I do. I think that's the Super Bowl ticket, and I'm Ravens.
I'm going to say the Detroit Lions.
Oh, nice. They're.
Now we got Shelby on
Those
the
are
spot.
both great choices.
Yeah.
I'm going to root for the Seahawks.
See, that's what I love about him. He never gives up.
That's
Never
right.
give up.
That's
Never
perseverance.
gives up.
This is our year, boys. This is our year.
I know we don't have any games left, but we can do it.
We still have the Pro Bowl.
Oh God.
Oh,
So let's make
boy.
it. Let's wrap it up.
Let's do it. Yeah, thanks for following us. So if you're watching this and maybe on the heels of a member workshop, they're not always like this loose, but ultimately what we do is we talk about the fundraising space, what we try to accomplish in terms of constantly innovating the fundraising events that we're in. Sometimes we share war stories. Sometimes we follow best practices based on our recent experiences.
And sometimes we just talk about what's going on out in the media too.
It's true, but
We're
I mean,
gonna change it up.
if they're plugging in after a member workshop,
Oh.
this is what we're about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You see what I'm saying?
We are about the charity space for sure.
Yes.
For sure. But we also like
But
to
we
have a
are
little
gonna.
fun.
Yeah, we're all gonna talk about other things that are very important in the world, like Aaron Rodgers
Aaron
and
Rodgers.
Jimmy Kimmel
Oh my
and Taylor
gosh.
Swift.
Taylor
and
Swift.
T-Swift.
Emma
Taylor
Stone.
Swift, Emma
Oh.
Stone. Oh, that's it. Emma Stone. Yeah.
Oh, Emma Stone. Yeah, Emma Stone's great.
Yeah,
what
that
name
was-
did you say earlier?
Irma or
No.
Uma
you-
Thompson. Irma.
Oh. Uma.
U-
That's a real person.
Yeah. Anyway, it was
Uma.
wrong.
I
It
had no
doesn't
idea
matter.
what you were talking
You're not gonna watch anyway.
Yeah, no, I really hope that Uma Thurman wins the Super Bowl this year.
Really
My
would like
fingers
Uma
crossed.
Thurman
It would be a great gift for
And-
Tyler Kelsey
and Aaron Rodgers. We would like Aaron Rodgers and Uma Thurman to win the game.
And I want Florence Pugh to be a queen.
You shall now be the queen.
Says to Aaron Rodgers. All right.
Thanks for joining us. This
Yes.
is 2024, and we are off to the races. Thanks for being with us on this journey. We raise money for nonprofits and other people. Check us out.
Yeah. Keep your heart right and your vision clear.
Right on, gang. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Go do good, I guess.
Yeah.